The Eagles and the Ravens will face off in week 2 of the preseason NFL action. I've got Troy West from allplacewin.com right now to give us his free pick on the game. Welcome back, Troy. In my research, all I've seen is Eagles on the spread, Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. It's clear the public thinks they have the edge in this game, but I got to kick this thing off talking about the total here because to me, this seems like too good to be true. The Eagles are 8-1 over/under in their past 3 preseasons. 44.5 line seems very doable to me. Then Flacco, he looked great in his preseason opener as well as the second, third stringers. We all know the Ravens are good about giving up some points on defense as well. I'm leaning with the over here on the total, Troy, but what do you like in this game?
Man, we're 2 for 2 on agreeing with each other today. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I would actually lean on the over as well. You looked at the Ravens. They played a 30-27 game against the Saints. They moved the ball efficiently. You know, obviously Joe Flacco, 5 for 6. He looked really good in that game. Matt Schwab, a journeyman. You know, the guy gets a lot of heat, but being a backup on a pretty good team like the Ravens, I think it's a good spot for him. So he's a guy that can move the ball in these preseason games. And then over to Philadelphia, obviously Sam Bradford hasn't played yet. You know, it's still questionable whether he'll make his debut or not. Mark Sanchez, Matt Barkley, Tim Tebow, all guys that can move the football. They've got big playmakers. The Eagles put up quite a bit of points in their first game as well. Their defense looked good against the Colts, which scares me a little bit. They looked like they had some depth late in the game against the Colts. But in the end, both these teams are very, very capable of getting into the 20s. So I would lean on the over as well. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and that's my initial lean on this one.
All right, Troy, are you looking at a side in this game?
If I had to look side, you look at this line and you wonder why it is as high as it is. The Ravens did get a good quality win against the Saints at home. Eagles obviously looked really good against the Colts. I thought the Colts would at least compete in that game. They really didn't. And the Eagles just look like they have a lot of playmakers. 4 is a lot in a preseason game, especially when you're looking at both rosters being as competitive as I think they will be. So no official play. If I had to lean, I'd probably say I'd go Eagles just because I think Vegas is onto something by driving that line up to 4, 4.5. But I would stay away, and I would probably play the over if I had to play this one.
All right, Troy West from allplayswin.com. Let's hope, like you said in our first video, let's hope that we're right since we're agreeing on all these picks, right?
Yeah, right. Let's do it.
All right, thanks again for joining us and for the insight.
Thanks, guys.